Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for coming back. If you're old, if you're new, make sure you subscribe. Today's video is going to be a story time, but not just any story time. I feel like this is a story time you guys have been waiting for. It's juicy. I have had 2 beers, and for normal people that would mean nothing, but for me that means I'm a little tipsy, so this can be extra fun for me to edit. This is a story time about my Tinder disaster. Just so you guys know, I know some of you have been asking, I did get a job. I start on the 23rd. I'm super excited about it. I don't really want to like tell you guys what it is, just because I'm a little scared that I'm gonna get fired for my YouTube channel, but it's fine. We're just gonna work past the small stuff. Anyway, so as you guys know, in my last video I told you guys I have been on dating apps. Just an update, I fucking hate dating apps. They're the worst. Most of the time I do not respond to anyone. It's kind of like window shopping, like yeah, that one's fine, but like I'm not gonna buy it. I don't respond to people. I don't like talking to people. I kind of just like go through, yada yada yada. Well, there's this one guy and I was like, oh, he's like really cute. So this was on Hinge. It wasn't on Tinder, but like, you know how everyone says, oh, I'm gonna call an Uber and then they call a Lyft, like basically the same concept. I'm gonna put Tinder in the title because it'll get more views. I'm a YouTuber, what are you gonna do? So I like sent him a like, and then on Hinge how it works is you send them a like and then they can either like talk to you or they can have you start the chat. And so he like had me start the chat and then we started talking and then he asked me out on a date. And at this point in time I wasn't really interested in dating anyone, and I was like, ugh, I don't want to go on a date with this guy. Like, I just wasn't into it. I'm like, but you know what, like I already arranged it, like I might as well go. And so we went on our first date and it was good and we laughed, and I was like, okay, like I would see this guy again. Second date, what did we do? Oh, it was my turn to coordinate the date for the second date, and that was a fucking disaster. And I told him it would be a disaster because I'm messy, and I think that he maybe thought I was exaggerating or joking when I told him that I'm a disaster, but I wasn't. So I had originally planned to go to like a brewery near my house, and then he was like, that's 45 minutes away from where I live. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna make you drive that far because like that's stupid. So then we were gonna meet downtown, and then the place that we're supposed to go to downtown had an hour-and-a-half wait, and I was like, yeah, I don't want to wait for that. And then we ended up going to a different place that I picked for our like date, and it was fine. I mean, he was funny, I was funny. The thing was, like, I was reluctant to go on a second date because I remember laughing a lot, but I also was drinking, and sometimes I don't know if it's like we laugh a lot because I'm funny or because they're funny. And if I'm drinking, I really have no idea because everything's funny when I'm drinking. But we went on a second date and it was really funny, and he was really funny and I laughed and blah, blah, blah. So then we went on a third date, and that was like a movie night, and it was really casual and cool and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, like, I feel like I don't really know him very well, but like it's only been 3 dates. Like, obviously given my history, like there's a lot that I have to work through, you know? Fourth date comes around and it is my turn to plan it, and of course it was a fucking mess. We end up going mini golfing, and on the date, like, I didn't pull out my wallet. I am very new to dating. I haven't necessarily established my opinion on whether or not the guy or girl should pay. I didn't really think about it, honestly, but he, like, we go on the date and he was like, oh, I'm paying again. And then I kind of wanted to just check his reaction, and I was like, you pay every time. And then he was like, oh, I pay every time, like I believe in equality, blah blah blah. And I'm like, okay, this is really awkward. Like, it got super awkward, especially since we don't really know each other. And I was like, okay. And then so he ended up paying for mini golf. I ended up paying for, like, there was arcade games. So I paid for the arcade games, and then we went mini golfing, and it was fine. And he came over to my apartment. Very, very weird about people coming over to my apartment. Like, I do not like people coming into my space. I don't know what it is. So I was like already uncomfortable. Like, it was already kind of messy. Like, I had a huge art project on the floor. I had made dinner, so there was like there was like 3 dishes in the sink, and I was like, oh my god, like he's gonna think I'm disgusting. And like, I keep my laundry basket inside of my pantry, And I was like, there's no way he's gonna see that. Like, he doesn't even need to be in my pantry. And he's like, oh, can I throw this away? I'm like, fuck, the trash can is in the pantry. So he at least saw my laundry basket in the pantry. And I was just freaking out. Like, I don't like people where I live. And so, like, him being there, like, made me, like, overthink everything. I don't know. And when he left, I was like, yeah, I don't think ever gonna see that guy again. Like, he's not coming back for sure. Just because, like, our date was so awkward, and then came over, and like my apartment, it was clean. Like, my bathroom was clean. Like, it was clean. It just wasn't spotless. And like, I like it spotless, and I'm weird about that. I don't know. I was just like, yeah, he's not coming back. Like, our vibe was off. Like, he was off. I waited a few days. That was on a Wednesday. I waited a few days, and then on Saturday, by Saturday he hadn't texted me, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna text him. So I texted him Saturday morning, and it took him like 4 hours to reply. And then him and I were texting like back and forth, kind of. It was taking us a while because I think we were both just busy, but like, it was, I guess, good to talk to him. I have no idea. So we were texting back and forth. Saturday night, he does not respond. And I'm like, okay, whatever, that's fine. I figured like it was just the end of the conversation. He responds Sunday night, and then I figured we would continue our conversation, but then he texts me like 3 times on Sunday night, and then I don't hear from him until Monday at noon. So he responds Monday at noon, and then I respond back like maybe an hour later, and it takes him 7 hours to respond. So then I text him, and I'm like, obviously you're very busy lately. Why don't you hit me up when you want to hang out again? And it wasn't like sassy or anything. I was just like, hey, like, you're busy. Honestly, after that text message, I was like, yeah, I'm never gonna hear from this guy again. Like, he's not gonna talk to me. I text my friends. I was like, yo guys, I'm about to get ghosted. Hold up. I did not get ghosted. Instead, I got dumped, which was great. Here's what happened. So he texted me and he said, hey, sorry, I've been super busy, blah, blah, blah. Quick question though, do you see this going anywhere? And I'm thinking, oh shit. So I text him back. It took me like 15 minutes to respond. Hey, no worries. Wow, what a question. Like, obviously your energy has changed towards me because he was taking forever to text back. I was like, but I'm still gonna put myself out there. I was like, something along the lines of like, we don't really know each other, but like, I like him kind of. Like, I think he's nice or something like that. I don't really know. I don't remember exactly what I said, and I lost my cell phone in Seattle, which is another story time I will maybe tell you guys about. We'll see. Basically, like, it could go somewhere, we just don't really know each other very well. And then he texts back. So I'm editing this video right now. Just a quick heads up. It took him 17 hours to respond. He asked me where I saw this going. I responded in 15 minutes, and then he waited 17 hours to reply to me putting my guts on the table. Okay, just wanted to let you guys know because somehow I left that out. Maybe it was the alcohol. I don't know. He was like, yeah, I just don't think that we connect on a deeper level. Like, we've been on several dates, blah, blah, blah. I feel like I don't know you very well. And then so I texted back and I was like, well, we've only known each other for 3 weeks. Like, I wouldn't expect to know anyone that well after that amount of time. Let me see what I said, because I have the text message in my cell phone right now, because luckily I screenshotted it and sent it to someone, and then I had them send it back to me after I lost my phone, because this shit is insane. Y'all better get ready. Anyway, I said, well, it's only been 3 weeks. I wouldn't expect to know anyone that well after that amount of time. I just figured we weren't there yet, but if you're not feeling it, then you're not feeling it. Obviously, like, this boy was not fucking feeling it, which is fine. I'm not necessarily like looking for anything. I don't even form attachments to people at this point in time. So relationships or whatever are not gonna work for me. Anyway, moving on. I was scrolling through my Instagram and I found a meme, and I was like, oh my god, that's so funny, because I was telling my friends, they were obviously, my best friends were getting screenshots of the conversation. Like, our group text was getting screenshots of the conversation. They were helping me like decide what to say back to this guy, because obviously like I was getting dumped, so I wanted to make sure like to say the right things. And instead of sending the meme to my friends in the group chat, I accidentally sent the meme to him, and here is what it said. Has a little heart like the little Facebook. I'll put it up on the screen. It says, decided to be a hoe again cause y'all ain't shit. Decided to be a hoe again cause y'all ain't shit. It gets better. So after I sent him to the person that was currently in the process of dumping me, I did not send that on purpose. I'll get to that in a second. I said, well, I meant to say, well, that was not supposed to go to you. Instead, I was like, well, that was supposed to go to you. And then I responded, I was like, was not. And then I responded again, I was like, holy shit. Because who on earth would do this except for me? No one. No one else does this, because other people are smart. I don't know. Decided to be a hoe again because y'all ain't shit. Love that. That is great. Like, who, what else? I mean, that's just like the nail in the coffin. Like, at first I was like, yeah, his ass is gonna be back. Like, I'm not even worried about it. And I'm like, no, he's not coming back after that. Like, that was it. That is done. He's never gonna hear from his ass again. So then after, I was like, holy shit, he was like, haha, smooth. And I said, well, I'm gonna go die now. It's been real. And I will put a screenshot of the conversation right here. I cropped out his phone number, obviously, because I don't want you guys texting him. But then I was like, thanks for being honest, blah, blah, blah. And then he was like, no, like, thank you for being honest. And then I had to get a little jab in there, because he was a little bit shitty, like not terribly shitty, but like a little bit shitty. So then I was like, just for future reference, I would recommend, instead of asking someone to spill their guts and then waiting 17 hours to respond, maybe just tell them how you feel first. It'll save a lot of anxiety, because that was bullshit. And then he was like, yeah, my bad. Well, it's been real. And then, or like, he was like, yeah, my bad. But it's been like, it was good to meet you, with like a little waving emoji. And I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ. Are you serious? Is this really happening right now? And that was it. That was the end of our interaction. And I'm never gonna hear from that guy again, which is fine. Honestly, he was a nice boy, but yeah, I always like imagine, like when I meet new people, or like I'm having, I don't know, I kind of pictured like all the things that we would fight about if we were in a relationship, and the answer is everything. We would fight about everything, because he is that type of person and I'm that type of person. If someone brings it out in me, and I feel like he would bring it out in me. So it's, there's a lot that, there were a lot of things that could have gone wrong. But that was my first time being dumped by a Tinder date. I hope you guys like this story, because this stuff like this doesn't happen to normal people. It only happens to me because I am a moron. And you're probably thinking like, how did this happen? Like, there's no way you did this on accident. No, I'm really, actually, genuinely just that stupid. I remember I was going and I was like in his chat, or in his like text message thing, and I was like, oh, better go back. So I backed out of his text message and then went back into it. Instead of clicking on my friends, just went and sent it, because I assumed I was with my friends. Looked at it and I was like, holy shit. I literally said it out loud. I was like, oh my fucking God, I accidentally sent him that meme. I'm a bold person, you guys. You know this. If I was gonna be that petty, I would have done it with my fucking chest. Like, I would have stood behind it 100% and just sent the meme without any explanation. I'm not that petty. I'm just stupid. So if he ever sees this, it was really genuinely an accident. Like, I'm like, there's no way he's like, oh, that bitch probably sent that on purpose. I didn't send it on purpose. It was an accident. My ass got dumped. it's fine. It felt really good. I think I handled it fine. Anyway, if you like this video, make sure you subscribe. Please leave a little comment. I love talking to you guys. Also, go follow me on Instagram at Erin_K with 2 Y's. I'm trying to get my followers up. My account is on private right now, but I will still accept you. I accept everyone. I was just trying to like make it so my work didn't find me, but joke's on them, they already hired me. Anyway, like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you guys in my next video. If you guys like these Tinder story times, let me know. Bye!